Tanko, the wise tortoise, and the rushing river. In a lush green forest by a flowing river, there lived a tortoise named Tanko. Unlike the other animals who prided themselves on their speed or strength, Tanko was known for his wisdom and patience. Though he moved slowly, his thoughts were always deep, and his words carried great meaning. One summer, the forest faced a great problem. The river that provided water to all the animals had begun to overflow due to heavy rains in the mountains. The animals feared that their homes would soon be flooded. They gathered for a meeting, chattering in panic. "We must build a big wall to stop the water," shouted the monkey, jumping up and down. "No, we must dig trenches to divert the river," argued the fox, flicking his tail. "I say we run to another forest before it's too late," said the deer, trembling. Everyone spoke at once, but no one could agree on what to do. The noise grew louder and louder, until a slow, calm voice cut through the chaos. "Friends, rushing decisions lead to mistakes," Tanko the tortoise said wisely. "Let us first observe the river." The animals groaned. They wanted to act fast, but they knew Tanko was the wisest among them. So, they followed him to the riverbank. Tanko watched the water carefully. Then, with a knowing smile, he said, "The river is rising, yes, but it follows a path. If we clear the fallen logs and rocks that block its way, the water will flow smoothly instead of flooding our homes." The animals blinked. Could it really be that simple? While many animals listened to Tanko, some were impatient and doubted his wisdom. The monkey laughed and said, "Tanko is too slow. By the time we finish moving all those logs, we'll already be underwater. Let's build a wall instead." The fox sneered. "A wall won't work. We need to dig trenches quickly and change the direction of the river." The deer, too afraid to stay, declared, "This is taking too long. I will run to another forest before the flood reaches us." Ignoring Tanko advice, the monkey and his friends hurried to stack up mud and stones to block the water. But as the river grew stronger, their wall collapsed, sending a huge wave crashing through the trees. The monkeys barely escaped, drenched and humiliated. Meanwhile, the fox and his group dug deep trenches to force the river to change direction. But they didn't realize that their tunnels weakened the ground. Soon, the trenches caved in, trapping some of them in thick mud. It took the help of the elephants to pull them out. As for the deer, he ran far from the forest, thinking he had escaped danger. But in his panic, he didn't see the hunters waiting in the next forest. If not for the quick flight of a kind bird who warned him, he would have been caught. While the foolish animals suffered from their hasty choices, the ones who followed Tanko's advice worked together to clear the river's path. The water flowed smoothly, and their homes were saved. The monkey, fox, and deer returned, covered in mud, shame, and exhaustion. "We should have listened to you, Tanko," they admitted. Tanko chuckled. "Wisdom and patience may be slow, but they never fail. A rushing river is like a rushing mind. It can cause harm if not guided properly. But with patience, we can always find the best path forward." From that day on, the animals learned to listen to wisdom before acting in fear or haste. And so, the forest thrived in peace, not through strength or speed, but through wisdom and patience. Moral of the story: hasty decisions lead to failure, but wisdom and patience bring success.